edition of Pots and Pens, in which we're going to be in conversation with people who stir their curries with their pens and have sauce spots on their keyboards. So Dushyant is one of them. Some of you know him. Why all of us felt we must have Dushyant in this series is that he does the thing that lots of people envy, which is to have a day job and have a very serious second pursuit. So we're going to be in conversation about some of these things. And Dushyant, would you like to start with telling us what your typical day is like? I have some idea, but right from the time you wake up and what you do and how you feed this blog so regularly. Tell us about the numbers that you built up. Would you like to start giving us your day, how it starts?
Thank you, Gauri, for joining this particular conversation. I think I'm not yet there to be as a part of this conversation. Gauri is much more accomplished in her writing than I am still. But yeah, I mean, like she said, I start my day about 4 o'clock in the morning, and 4 to about 6:30 is my time. My meditation time, my exercise time, or yoga time, or then writing time, because any other time is not suitable for the time for writing. Evenings is too crowded for my mind, so that's where I start. 6:30 to 7:30 is generally cooking for the family. That's how it is. 7:30, I think, run and go, drop my daughter down for a school bus, and then I leave for work at 8:15 and back by 6:30, and again get into the cooking cycle or the writing cycle, whatever. So this is how it is managed. I think I've been doing it fairly okay. At times there have been pressures of start writing at 4 o'clock or something, and then if you have to publish it, that's the most critical part, where putting it on your blog and getting it published to push it through. So there is some help required at that point in time, but I think otherwise that's how it goes. And about I've been writing about food for the last couple of years now, and the blog has seriously started doing well in the last 6 to 8 months, if I can say. We've got about 2,700 followers on Facebook now, which I think is moving quite fast. And we have a consistent number of hits on the website also. So, what is happy to know is that there is Google searches happening, your articles coming up there, and people actually coming and visiting there. So that's the beauty. Following them and visiting them visiting from Facebook is one thing, but your articles actually getting searched on Google and you getting clicked and people landing on your website. That's what is started to happen now. Okay, and which is, I think, any blogger would love to happen. That's how it is. 2,700 approximately followers on Facebook. Insta is not happening for me because maybe I'm not a very good photographer or something. But Insta has not started really happening. But there are interesting things which have started happening though in the last 3 months. I've started getting calls from portals who are doing reservations and this kind of food ordering and all to write for them, which I think is visibility which is happening, which I think the last 2 years of work is now really starting to come about. So I think that's what is the journey of the last 2 years, I could say.
Write for them, what kind of stuff would you write for them? You started doing that, right?
I haven't done yet because these are very tricky things I've been told.
Right, exactly.
So they talk about a barter, and I don't understand what a barter is. So you write for me, and what do I get out of it? So I'm still playing around with it. So let's see where it goes.
Because I noticed that your food reviewing of restaurants and things is completely impartial. You don't feel obliged to say things necessarily. You will call a spade, without being hypercritical. But that credibility should, I feel, one has to always be careful about that credibility being compromised.
I've heard of disaster scenarios where people have got paid for writing reviews, and so I really am dabbling with it right now, but I'm keeping a safe distance as of now. I think as soon as I reach there, I'll surely do something about it.
No, and I believe now it's not so. Even merchandisers don't want to do the obvious thing. Where the person who's reading it feels, of course, we should pay copy. Merchandisers want your credibility, so they're possibly buying into your credibility also. You know.
If you read my reviews, which I just started right now, the reviews are, like you said, they are impartial, right? But I started reviewing. I was not doing reviewing till about 2 months back or 3 months back. I was just writing recipes and documenting food in every manner that I was doing. But the reviewing part, when I read certain groups or when I see certain, certain apps which are there, which are very popular amongst people, where people read those reviews and go for restaurants. When I read those reviews, I think that they are not doing justice to it. Okay. I think when I pick up food and say, yum, this food is yummy, that's not doing justice to it. Right? And if I read a review, yum, and go to a restaurant, I don't know whether it works.
Well informed and all.
Right. So I think that is what I wanted to. When I have read reviews of guys like Jix Kalka, one of my persons who I've read. They understand the food, they understand the place that they are going to, they understand why they are going to, they talk to the chef and find out what is the changes that he did to the food. That is what I would like to restart again. I surely don't like the reviews which, I won't name the places, but you get so many reviews on so many places that I like. So that's where I started changing that.
Tell us about these runs that you do. These are very interesting. You have these. That is. We come to that. That is the food walk. So first of all, what I like is about this. That it's not Dushyant's blog. It's not a personality-driven blog. It's called Eating Cultures. So the primary thing is the culture behind the whole the sociology, anthropology, marketing, all of that behind.
You don't see a lot of him in there either. Like, knowing him personally, I think you see a very unbiased view. I know him personally, but I don't think. We see a lot of him in the food he cooks, but not in the personality, which is good. Yeah.
Right. So tell us how you came about this title. Tell us how you came about it.
I've been eating cultures. Has to do with the cultures. Okay. The first part of writing a blog came to me in 2008. I think if I would have started writing at that time, it's like a better position possibly. But I was discouraged at that time by a lot of people that blogs are passe and don't get into blogs and all that stuff. So I went back to my coding and coming back. But I think what I basically want to do is the culture comes from I'm a Sindhi, right? So for me, I want to drive the Sindhi culture into what I write, okay, into what I cook, and into what the recipes I document, right? Which, when we started initially, would then expand into other areas of this thing. So I started off eating cultures actually with a friend, okay, Shah. Shah writes well. He in fact critiques books and has a blog. but we started. He's from the northeast, so we started that we cover various cultures of India, and then keep writing about it. Right? But for some reason, I still walk the path. Start decided not to walk the path with me, and so that was the reason eating cultures stayed. My push on the culture is that I would, being a Sindhi, I've seen we have lost a lot of our food, we lost a lot of our language, we lost a lot of our relationships per se. So with
Lost it to what?
because after the partition we separated out.
Acha, you're saying, I thought in the last few years. Okay, yeah.
So we
Left
separated
behind
out.
stuff.
Left behind stuff,
And the diaspora also happened.
Yeah. So, to bring it all back together and to document that particular thing is what I started eating cultures with. Okay. So, and then, I mean, there were some money-making thoughts which came in, did not work, and then we went back. But eating culture still remains.
Tell us about the restaurant that you started.
Yeah. So, that was way back in 97, 98.
Was it Sindhi cuisine?
No, that was surprisingly not Sindhi cuisine. But believe me or not, but at that time, 97, 98, there was no good burger place and rolls place in Pune. Okay. The only burger place that I remember is Burger King. Burger King. And there was one more called Jaws. Okay. I don't know how many people know Jaws. Yeah.
It's not, but I haven't go to school, Josh.
Yeah, I think where the
East Street campus, pantaloons, the old pantaloons.
in
That's
that-
supposed to be Josh.
That lovely heritage place, yeah.
yeah. So these were the two places which were there. And mine was the third place. So we had Majoran was more for sandwiches. More for sandwiches. They introduced their cheeseburger just about 15 years, 16 years back. So the cheeseburger is also not very old. They've been more for their veg and their chicken sandwiches. So that restaurant was for chicken burger. Okay. And we had a very interesting soya burger at that time. And we had very interesting hot dog. Okay. So these were
Very popular.
very popular. In fact, the place that we were located at, there was this guy outside who, Domino's was just coming to Pune at that time. So the first store was on Dolipatu Road, if you know. So that the person who was setting up the Dolipatu Road, he used to come to the restaurant and had enjoyed that roll and the burgers there. So that's where I started. And fast food, burgers has been very close to my heart. Okay? I mean, there's something about burger love that okay? Although unhealthy, but there is something about burger love that I have.
Have to be,
So when I go to a McDonald's, not now, but whenever I went to a McDonald's, 3 burgers is what I used to eat. Okay? So there would be a chicken burger, there would be a fish burger, and then if space permits, they had that, they don't have it now, but they had that mutton burger, which was a beef burger at that time, which was the cheapest burger. So that would be the first burger. So that's what my restaurant did. I think we went, we did run with it for about a year. But after that, Domino's, I think, actually took off because Domino's opened. And we were a small place inside that building, behind that building. So I
you
think
started
off
feeding the
heat, visibility, and then started to shut it down. And then I have not really gone back to a restaurant because I'm sure Aniket will work at 7 in the morning. Not 7. We started work at 7 in the morning and end at 11:30 in the night. So it's impossible. And when you're actually doing the burgers yourself, then it becomes very difficult. So I think that also was a choice. Because I've not gone back to it, but yeah, some days, sometimes.
But you do some catering now, right?
Yeah, I do
For-
some catering
for
for a group of 25, 30, 40 people kind of thing.
Would that a weekend?
Yeah, that's only on the weekend and either Saturday or Sunday. So, afternoon lunch or dinner. But what I've noticed over there also is that not many people do not give you a live counter when you're doing catering. So if I do that, it changes a lot of things. We did a catering for 60 people, and one of the demands was to do a live counter for pakoras. Pakoras is something that you have to have it on, and not many people take that catering up because giving a live counter is difficult. But those are interesting things because when you're frying and giving it out, and the response that you get from the people, that's very interesting. That's a kick in itself.
So to get back to your the balance between your day job and this. So how do you have, since you have to produce something, you want to produce something for your blog every day, actually, at work, is the second movie running in your head?
I'm almost every time looking for food. There is.
Are you writing in your head also a little?
Most of my when I'm the way I'm doing it right now is that I have a breakfast post every day. Okay? So what I cook goes onto my Insta, goes onto my Facebook. So I cook, click, right? And while I'm traveling in my Uber to my office, I am posting at that time, right? When I am coming back, I am either reading or doing something which is related to this. And in the last 6 months, 8 months, I think the whole thing has set in very easily. It's continuous about food. I can relate anything and everything to food now.
Right.
So does that, while you're working, your bandwidth does not allow you to keep doing something on Insta or on Twitter or on Facebook. But if I had that kind of time, I think I would be half of the time on social media writing posts on food. So I think food just runs through continuously. At times my family does get fed up with that particular thought, but food is almost there always, whether we are going out, whether I'm traveling, whether I'm talking to people, or whether I'm writing code, I am still thinking about food.
And how do you and Dimple divide the time in the kitchen? Is there a term?
I'm fortunate that Dimple doesn't like cooking. So that way it's like, given
There's no issue of why did you use the non-stick pan instead without the spatula, nothing.
No, that part happens because I'm not the one who cleans up after the cooking. So I do my mess and I leave it.
Okay. But it's
So,
not turf that you share. Both of you don't really share this turf.
no, I mean, the cooking part we don't. That's very clear boundaries defined for that.
Okay. Tell us about the runs that you're doing. There's a paratha run, there's a sandwich run, there's now a salad run. So what are these, how do you decide? And you also, is it also defined by your leadership telling you things?
Yeah.
The seasons, what decides it?
Yeah, I'll tell you. The first one that I did was more of need than of thought. Okay? The need was that I was falling short on creating content for my website. Okay? So I pushed myself that sandwiches and burgers, as I said, is something that was very close to me. So I thought of, there were a lot of, if you follow Twitter, if you follow the celebrity chefs which are there, they do a lot of this this of the month or millets month or they'll do chicken month or whatever. So a little inspired by that, and I started the sandwich run first. The sandwich run fortunately did very well. The people really loved it, and there were good comments, and the likes started increasing.
Yeah.
My photographs started improving. So I think that motivated me to continue the runs further. But sandwiches were more run-of-the-mill, common kind of sandwiches. Some of them, the Christmas sandwich that I made, I remember, is a little different, but others were a little bit twist here and there. But the paratha run was very specific. Paratha run was that I wanted to do something very innovative, which not many people did, and not many people did, cook those kind of parathas. So a bhujia paratha or a papad paratha or a soya bean paratha is what came out of those things. A beetroot paratha, I mean, a lot of people don't like beetroot in a normal way. So those were the thoughts which came out. And now the third run that I started, because this was started again because in our house generally when the summer starts, we have salads 2-3 times a week. Okay, and the salad is the lunch and it's everything. So I think that's where I thought that when we are doing this, might as well take something and do the salad run, which works both ways.
So, you, for example, if a reader asks you about some particular thing, like, can you do this with, like beetroot, for example, if somebody says, or whatever, zucchini, do you take on things like now in salad month, would you take on suggestions from people?
Very much. In fact, there's a very good follower that I have, and on the parathas, she started commenting and she started adding a lot of value. So if you do it this way, this may just help. Like in the, I think in the beetroot, one of the parathas, I did not really use a good, I did not use a potato or an egg or something. Combine to hold it together. So it was a little, broken apart. So, and I didn't want to use potato for that. So she suggested that, why didn't you use paneer for that? You could have used paneer and gone with it. So something that those kind of interactions has now started happening. And those, I think, with the reviews specifically, people are now getting into where is this place, what is this food, what kind of money do they serve, or something like that. Another thing on the runs that I'm doing right now, which is again more of a crowdsourced kind of thing. Okay, I made about 3 or 4 of them, but crowdsourced kind of a thing is the pickle run. Okay. So we're looking at, we have a network of home chefs, a lot of home chefs in Ramnagar and other places in our society itself. So we crowdsourced pickles which they make, and we're going to create about, I think about 25-28 pickles, different types of pickles. So I documented Sindhi pickles, 3 Sindhi pickles, but of course there are many more, but there are others which are coming. So that is going to be a very interesting run, very, very interesting run. And I'm actually looking forward to the finished product of the run. So with this, if you see, the culture thing fits in anyhow. Okay, so the eating cultures and the kind of food that we are trying to make and present, and the kind of reviews or the work that I'm trying to do. I think the eating cultures thing really fits. And I'm happy that eating cultures should be known. Dushyant Bhatia can come next. Because as a brand, eating culture should be.
Tell us about the walks, the eating walks.
Yeah. So the food is food is very, very, very close, right? There are these kind of walks which happen abroad, and there are people in Bombay and in Pune also who do these kind of walks. But I didn't know that in Pune there were people existing who do these kind of walks, food walks. So I thought there were heritage walks which were there, which I had heard about.
Yeah, I also didn't know about food walks here.
So when I looked at the heritage walks and the path that they took, right, there were very beautiful food places over there, which are all of them 60, 70-year-old places. Okay? And they're neat, clean, and they still do well. Okay? For example, I don't know how many people know Prabha Vishranti Guru, okay? Opposite this Kesri Vada, right? Are you aware of that?
She was told me about it. Yeah.
So Prabha Vishranti Guru has a beautiful batata vada. Okay? Has been running for 60, 70 years. They have one big batata vada. Right? And believe me, if you have that batata vada, you don't need a chutney with it, you don't need anything with it. Okay? It's one of the best, it's one of the better batata vadas in Pune. But they are the typical Narayan Petis. So 10 वाजता चालू होती आणि 11:30 वाजता संपते.
Oh no, and they won't make more.
They won't make more.
more.
They won't make more. Right? So those are the kind of places which when you walk from Shaniwar Wada towards Monday, you find a lot of them over there, right? So I took up a few, and that's where I do my walks. And that is one walk. And then there is in MG Road, MG Road, I'm sure people know that there are lots of very old places, Marzurin, Gulabji's, Garden Vada Pav. So these are all, that is the walk that I do.
So you walk and people are eating, people will eat that many things on the walk?
So that's what we start off with. So if I do the city walk, so we meet at Shaniwar Wada.
Okay.
And we talk about Shaniwar Wada. And Bajirao Mastani made the Shaniwar Wada very famous. So we talk about Shaniwar Wada for 10-15 minutes and then we go out. And the instructions are clear. You're not supposed to have the full thing.
Achha.
Correct? I'll balance it out for you so that you last to the end.
Yeah.
So if you start off with the Sabudana Vada, there's a place in city which still serves a Sabudana Vada at 5 rupees. Okay? And the Sabudana Vada is beautiful. Okay? This at 5 rupees. Okay? So you pick up a Sabudana Vada, then you walk, you go to Dagdushe, you walk further, you go into the bay. You'll find one of the oldest bakeries over there called New Pune Bakery. Okay? It's New Pune Bakery, but that's a 65-70-year-old bakery over there. You walk further, you have Prabha Vishranti Guru. You walk further, you have Prabha Vishranti Guru, again is 65-70 years old. You walk further, you have Bedekar Misra, which is 50 plus years old. You walk further, cross the road on the Lakshmi Road, you go ahead and there is your Sujata Mastani. Okay. Sujata Mastani itself is about 40 years old.
Really? I don't know that.
It's a recently old place. Yeah. There are Mastani places. Gauri is there, but Sujata is much better. So you start with a kind of a snack and you end with a sweet.
I see. And how long is this?
This takes about 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Walk and eat food.
Achha. Okay.
And it's interesting because you're talking about the city.
Yeah.
I've been in Pune, born and brought up in Pune, so
Yeah.
I love talking
So
about
sort of
your city.
ethnographic walk or
And you're talking food and you're having food also. So it works. I had a full, completely, from nowhere somebody contacted me and she wanted her in-laws who had never seen Pune before. There were about 7-8 people who had come down from, I think, Madhya Pradesh. And they're coming for Pune for the first time. And they walked with me from Mandai to Shaniwar Wada. Beautiful. And there was a historian in that. Okay? So it's a complete different ball game altogether. Because when you're talking to a historian, he knows the Maratha history.
Yeah.
He knows which war the first Peshwa fought, the last Peshwa fought. So it becomes interesting. Yeah, it's fun. I love those walks.
So how early do you declare them? When you decide on your schedule and everything?
It is mostly
winter and winter probably. Yeah.
So I may not have this, now we may not have any walks, but as soon as the rain starts, I think we will start. In fact, I'm planning to introduce a Pimpri food walk also for Sindhi friends. So that would be an interesting.
Are there Sindhi restaurants?
Oh yeah. Pimpri has quite a few of them. Pimpri has quite a few. MG Road Camp has that area has quite a few of
Fully dedicated Sindhi food. So, two things that I wanted to ask you about is, one is kind of backward integration and one is sideways integration. We talked about the sideways thing. Would you also put up things which are not to do exactly with the food, but with the little gizmos and gadgets that make cooking fun and use the interesting end? Because I'm an addict. I buy all kinds of. She recently laughed at me because I bought a. It works very well, by the way. A watermelon, a little scoop which looks like a single.
Okay.
You do that and a lovely watermelon slice comes out.
Oh, okay.
So, I vaguely started writing about these on my blog, which is a very undernourished blog, which I hardly visit anymore. But I wonder, you think readership would enjoy having a sidebar-like thing about this week's gadget, or what you yourself specifically, which is the mixer that you always use, which is the oven you won't do without? Would you?
I think people would love something like that because there are, it's not there too much of information on such kind of things.
Correct, and tried, tested, used.
Even the celebrity chefs don't. They recommend what they are paid to recommend, right?
Yeah.
They don't recommend something that this is what my mother used and
That's
use
right,
this, or this is something.
Yeah, or even a very latest gadget, maybe something new, and you tell people it's worth spending money on this, maybe things like that.
Because tools, without tools in the kitchen, you're kind of helpless.
Yeah. And each chef, each cook has their own favorite which they cannot do without kind of.
So I think that would be a very
Should be
interesting
addition, like maybe a small review or recommendation.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if you start writing on my blog.
Oh, I'd be happy to. I would be so happy to, and I don't have to feed my blog. A blog is like that wretched sourdough starter, or like a dahi jamun. You have to keep feeding it, and then it shrivels and dies by the wayside. So I would be happy to piggyback on your thing. And backward integration, I mean, is telling people where to get stuff, condiments, vegetables, fruits.
Yeah, so actually, on that particular front, I had started a club in Ramadan.
Acha.
So it didn't go too well. There are 13 people on the group. It's called the Cuisine College. So, but that doesn't work. Okay, possibly I may sound a little intimidating at times. That's why it possibly doesn't work.
But what was the game? What was its agenda?
The whole idea of having that group was to go to markets together, cook together, do pop-ups, or do your potlucks.
Oh, I see.
Cook your for watch television show together. That is what I wanted the club to do. Okay? And that is what, like you said, where to buy your condiments from, where to buy your meaty from, or where to buy that particular fish from, where to buy, why do you buy this particular chicken? Right?
Yes.
That is what I wanted that discussion to happen. But yeah, that is there somewhere.
Okay.
I hope it takes shape soon.
It's the simple thing, like this Athodi Bazar has now started. It's something I used to keep complaining about, that in our cities, the tomatoes become that standard one egg shaped, very plasticky tomato, and nobody is growing anything else, and only very exotic, vine grown and those things are there. But the old fashioned biscuit shaped tomato, which lends itself to lassas and pasta sauces and all very well. So if I discover that, I would love to put it somewhere where people know, okay, acha, in this Athodi Bazaar you get that, now that tomato, which I feel feeds the merchandiser also and the person who grows it also and encourages them to keep doing it.
So about that, what I think is when you start doing something, I believe that you should continue doing it. If you don't continuously feed the right information over there, then people,
Scatter.
you lose that control on the readership. Not only the control, but then you are not giving value to it, right? You start something and then you are yourself not. So I would love to do something like that, but again, the bandwidth permitting, how much can I do is what.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's something there on the agenda.
Suppose, I'm saying for example, suppose you're saying beetroot, which many people don't like. If even in your recipe there's a little tip about what kind of beetroot to look for when you're buying it. Something well, for example, I don't know, should I buy those big guys or are they very shreddy? Or should I buy the little fellows? Maybe you can just be even. But as you said, it all still means that many more things that you. Tell us about how much time? Tell us about the. So one thing earlier I thought was because I'm a book person. It's fine that it's all up there, but these runs that you do, I would love to see little booklets that I can buy, which is eating cultures, pickle booklet, actual physical booklet, ring bound, which I can keep open on my counter, where I'm not going on looking at this and tapping it when it's shutting and all this nonsense. Actual little merchandise like this, books.
I'm not sure, Gauri, frankly, because I don't know whether we are going to really go back to those hardbound things anymore.
And how many? And I think it's very divided. Those who do this only read that, and those who read this only read this.
So Kindle edition may be good, but for that, your content has to be. I don't know whether there will be takers for 25 pickles. Would there be? I don't know.
As a book, no?
Yeah.
No, not just 25 pickles, the 25 pickles from your blog. People who are committed to and have crossed over to that thing that they aap ban ke iska kar sakte hai. So not just 25 pickles still get on the net. Like you're saying, some Sindhi pickle, I can type and get on the net. But if I've already committed to reading what you do and cooking, trying things which you have tried out, maybe that is a niche thing.
Maybe. I've not ventured there.
It's a whole other game also.
The only book thing I think I'm thinking about,
now tell us about that,
thinking about doing is, again, as I said, because I'm a Sindhi, Sindhi food and Sindhi culture is what I want to keep and document properly. So that is what I'm surely working on. Okay, that is what I would love to work on. There is a deadline, but I won't openly say the deadline for it.
Okay.
But I am consciously putting an effort to document the entire Sindhi culture, say, along with the food.
So, for example, it might be like a recipe book with lots of stories woven in.
Exactly. That's exactly. See, about documenting, about food documenting, right? It's a very interesting thing. How have we learned about the milk cycle? How does milk become dairy, or how does it become this thing, paneer or whatever? We've heard our moms sing songs about the cycles. If I was forced to be having milk, there would be a poetry that my mom would sing to, and that poetry generally would relate to some process of the food or some this thing, which I'm sure in Marathi also there are quite a few. There are quite a few in Marathi. Let me see if I can remember. Those are the ways which the document starts really happening. And I thought the start of my book. I'm not a poet. write poetry on my food, but I usually write my book. And then slowly moving on to a podcast. All those would get documenting or documented, so that 20 years later, 50 years later, if somebody picks up Dushyant's podcast, they would get something about Sindhi culture at that time. Correct? They would get something about some Sindhi curry recipe or some Sindhi recipe which not many people make in dishes. Right? So that is the end game that I'm looking at when I'm documenting the Sindhi culture. Basically.
And which, like I say this in my class also, we should get, there's no point saying, oh, this has been done, that has been done, this is all on the net, it's already on the net. Because you bring your very specifically your take on say, the preservation or the dissemination of Sindhi culture. It will be your take on
Exactly. I keep repeating this statement, and I love this statement of mine. That I've read an article on poha actually. Okay? It's there. I think it's there on the blog, which talks about poha, how it is cooked right from I'd gone to a place in Rajasthan, Nagwara, coming down Madhya Pradesh, coming down Maharashtra, and going down south. How poha is cooked in different manner. What you realize is that in Madhya Pradesh, 50-100 kilometers, the taste of the poha changes. That's the normal thing, that the taste of the poha changes or the taste of the dish changes. But what I feel is that in every apartment or in every house, okay, when you move from one house to another house, okay, whether it is the same Sindhi house or whether it is a Maharashtrian house or whatever, the hands make a lot of difference, and which changes the food for every house.
Yes.
Okay. The sai bhaji that I make, the sai bhaji which my mom will make, or the sai bhaji which any other Sindhi will make, will be having that touch to it. Okay? So when I'm not scared that there are things which are already there.
Right.
This is what I have to offer. And this is what I would love to give, right? And I do it with all my heart. So there is. It's lovely.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Should we throw this open to people? Questions?
Yeah, one thing, every time you feel the itch to cook burgers and stuff, you can come here and do
Oh,
it.
yeah, sure. I actually picked up that. I mean, as soon as I came to know that this
we had done this.
the chicken sourdough burger, so I picked it up. Actually, I came and picked it up.
And we'd like you to come and cook here. You're welcome anytime.
Sure.
One thing that we were going to talk about, I forgot to ask you. Everybody says nowadays everybody says they're a foodie. I'm a foodie. And if you see, and then if you ask them, they'll say, yeah, I had 3 fast sauce rolls. For me, that is not a foodie. If you're eating 3 fast sauce rolls, that means you were just hungry and you were lacking in imagination also. So tell us about this thing. I think being a foodie is, there are so many elements in it, and there's also conscious eating.
I mean, if
Cannot be indiscriminate.
like everybody talks about it, you first eat your food with your eyes, and then it goes through your nose, and then it hits your tongue, right?
Yeah.
And then ultimately it goes and takes care of the body. But if it doesn't go through that entire 3 senses, it's not. I don't think you're appreciating food.
Right.
Okay? In fact, one of the meditation classes I had attended, they did mention that one of the ways of meditation is while you're eating, because when you're eating, you're actually giving your eyes to the food, you're actually giving your nose to the food, and you're giving your tongue to the food. So all your the big 3 senses are going there, and because you're focused there, you're not thinking anything else. So that is meditation in itself. Right? So if you're not doing that, then I don't think. I mean, then it's just that guy picks up and says, yum.
Yeah.
That's all I can think.
Then one last thing. Are you going to have things about drawing children into cooking? Maybe non cooking, but into the kitchen?
Yeah, my daughter and I did some videos. but we've not followed it up.
So you did some videos, huh?
We did some videos, but we've not followed it up.
Might be an idea for the holidays.
I had a plan of, a father-daughter cooking kind of video. I searched for it, there are not many.
Acha.
Whichever there are with those 5-6-year-old, you don't have a teenager standing next to you and cooking with you. So a teenager will do an intelligent talk, a 5-6-year-old will just be hanging around.
Yeah.
So that's there in the plan, but I don't know when.
Okay.
But yeah, kids have to get into cooking, and with specifically the kind of lives that we are living right now, where everybody is, the wife is working, the husband is working, the kids are busy.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs to cook.
Okay, anyone wants to ask anything?